Hey guys, today I want to talk to you about acoustic decouplers. Things like this, or like this, or something huge like this. So what's an acoustic decoupler? A speaker creates sound through movement. When that speaker is placed directly on your desk or on some speaker stands, that movement goes right to the desk or the stands. You will get vibrations, you will get resonant frequencies, and that results in a distorted image of your mix. The best way to eliminate this is to use some sort of decoupling. The acoustic decouplers will absorb that vibration, resulting in a tighter bass. Let's say that your speaker will sound how they're supposed to, more accurate. Just imagine spending tons of money on speakers and placing them directly onto your table. That's just wasting potential from the speakers. There are a couple of options when it comes to acoustic decouplers. I think the most famous one, the most known one, is the acoustic foam. I've used it in the past with decent results, but I just don't like how it looks. If we move up just a bit in quality from the acoustic foam, then we'll have the isoacoustic stands. I actually have two pairs of the same model. One is really old. I think I've used it 5 years ago on my Neumann KH120. As you can see, the stands are just a bit different. This is the old version, this is the newer version. The construction is pretty solid, plastic. You have quite a few options when it comes to height and angle, so you can angle your speakers. The stands are pretty stable even when you use the longer rods. I had those with my Neumanns in the past. They are a bit wobbly, but after you take the panic out of the equation, you will see that you will have no issues. They do the job really good. I have no major cons for them. This is designed for smaller speakers as it holds up to 8 kilograms. One minor flaw that you will see across the board with isoacoustic stands is that this rubber on the feet is really sticky, really grabby, so you'll have trouble when you're trying to adjust the placement of your speakers. That's the only thing that I really don't like. Now let's move to the pucks. I have 3 different versions of the pucks, 2 from isoacoustic and 1 from the MSD. This is the Pro 60 version. Let's start with this tiny baby decoupler. This is the isoacoustic puck mini. I got this to place my mix cube on them. The construction pretty solid, all plastic, really lightweight. This tiny puck can hold up to 2.75 kilograms, so you'll have no issue having like a smaller near field on a set of mini pucks. Now let's take it a step up with the isoacoustic pucks. I have the ATCs behind me on the pucks. The pucks can hold up to 9 kilograms per one puck. That means you can place speakers like the ATCs, Focals, the 3-way, the bigger near field, midfield speakers. The construction is solid. You have some metal around the middle. Like I've said, I have the ATC. Those are really heavy speakers. One speaker is 30 kilogram. I have 4 pucks holding them. The cons are really similar to the mini pucks. It's really hard to set up because of the grip of the rubber, especially when you're dealing with speakers that size. It's really hard to make adjustments. You have to lift the speakers up, and sometimes the nasty part is that rubber grips and it will get stuck either to the stand or either to the speaker. A two-person job when you're trying to make adjustments to the position, to the placement of the speakers. And the second con is related to this one. Due to the fact that the rubber is so grippy, I had a demo pair of ATCs placed on them, and when the time come to change the demo pair with my actual pair, I lifted up the speaker and guess what happened? One part of the isopack got stuck on the speaker and one part to the stand. As you imagine, the isopack just cut itself in half. That's nothing to worry about because you can put them back together, but it was quite a hassle to go through that process. So that's something that I really don't like about the isopacks. Now let's talk about the ultimate decoupler. This is the DMSD Pro 60. When it comes to the build quality, this is really beautiful, way ahead of the isoacoustic stands. This one has a bit more height compared to the isoacoustic packs. They come in a variety of color, which is a plus if you're trying to match them with the vibe of your studio. I've used the 60 Pro right on my desk with the ATCs and I really liked the sound I was getting. I felt little to none vibration coming from the speakers through the table. The single and only con with this, the major issue, is that a set with 8 of this costs 600 euros. I think that's close to $700 USD. A set of 8, basically what you need for 2 speakers, you will have to pay 600 euros. That's the only con. The price for this is around 100 euros. The mini packs are around 100 euros and the ISO packs are 55 euros for just 2. That means you will pay 220 euros for 8. You can see that DMSD delivers even when it comes to packaging. I have a short unboxing video for the ISO packs and you can compare that to how the 60 Pro look inside the box. Everything is spot on with this little decoupler. I want to say a big thank you to KMR Germany for lending me a set just to try them out. If you need anything gear related, go check them out. In the end, I think that all options are really nice for decoupling the speakers. For me, the price tag for this is a bit expensive at the moment. I went with the ISO packs, but I do plan to upgrade to this in the future. This is not a sponsored video. I have purchased everything over the years with my own money. This is sent by KMR Germany because I needed something to place the ATC speakers that I had in demo for a few weeks. Yeah, so let me know if you have any questions, leave a comment down below. Thanks for the support and see you guys really soon. Cheers.